Alright. I'm in my chair. I was making more iced tea for myself and then I forgot I had the switch on the wall off. So I thought the water was boiling, but it in fact was not. It's okay. It's all done now. It's still hot, but not super hot. It's that tea goes a long way. They're just moving back. Oh man, this weekend's actually going to be very hot. Okay. I'll keep that in mind on Friday to do the same thing. Hey Vanna, sorry I was eating. No need to apologize. I only just started. Drop everything! I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, no, it's fake. What? Oh, come on. Don't put it there. Now I have 2 rocks on this path that I don't want. Do I think if you save time, save and time travel back to the correct date, you'll still have a... I can't see any reason why not. Because it's just creating a new point in time. Like it's, you're not reverting the save, you're just creating a new save. Logically, I think you would. Like the game isn't going, I'm gonna load what you had 2 days ago. It's going, I'm gonna create new data. It should be okay. If it's not, I'll just do it all again, it's fine. That would mean you'd have a villager that's moving out again, so... I'm like 90% sure it should be okay. If anything, they probably will have moved in properly. I would maybe skip a day or 2 forward, so then have them actually move in, and then go back. Like, once they're fully moved in, then just reset everything to the normal time. This is the only authentic one. I think. Unless this guy has a hat. No, it's fake. So this is the only authentic one here, which I think I already have. This one. Unless this is blue. No, it's not. That's unfortunate. So they've implemented purchasing quantities, but just for flowers and customization. But then for something like this, man, why do you have to be weird, Nintendo? Just put it across the whole game. Whole game. Add a new feature. Put it across the whole game. Oh, man. I was considering this dog originally, but there's no blue dog. These are school pants? Apparently these are school pants. I mean... I don't know where they would have pants like that. Our pants were just... grey. It's not red. Not that much of a change. I might dig through my stuff and see what I have. Oh yeah, right. They're supposed to have new stuff today at the hotel. Huh? I guess I've never used a wand here. Margariti. Sure. She's still there. Good. Yeah, I didn't think... It'd be weird if it did that. I look fancy. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's the mustache. That's what does it. The mustache is the level of fancy. That kind of mustache is insane upkeep. Oh yeah, right, I was gonna check the museum as well, but first fossils. I'm pretty sure I have that piece of art. The only authentic one he's selling. I was looking at the amiibo cards, and Boris, unfortunately, is an amiibo card that, it's like from New Leaf era, so it's expensive. It's like 30 bucks for Boris. Hugh, Blue Pig is like 10 bucks. There's no cheap ones, unfortunately. The ones that they were selling for like $1 or $2, that's not the ones. Wouldn't know, never had one. What, mustache? I mean, something like this is no different than styling hair. It just requires the same amount of effort. Except to get it to do that specifically. From a style perspective, it's just, yeah. You need to know what you're doing. There's for sure a regimen to take care of it. Not worth it. There it is. Okay. It's another villager with a leaf on their head. Is that just a villager style? I just can't find this last one. I got it done really quickly on blue here. It's not as much luck. If a Regal pose like that, he looks more like a Philip. It's never had the style of mustache. I don't think many guys do it anymore. I mean, there's still a few, but it's not like the 90s where I guess there are a lot of actors that did that sort of thing. So it was more commonplace. But it'll probably come back around. This is getting there. I feel like there's not many left. Most are sculptures that I need. Wait, I don't see the wheat painting anywhere. But... no, there it is. Yeah, I got it. I don't know. If you don't have this one... I think that one's one of the more common ones. Red is currently selling that on my island. Still have to go to halves to change the color of these lamps. Street lights. I wouldn't be surprised if there's videos on how to get a mustache to look that way. But it's also a matter of being able to grow one. Not everyone can grow one. I forgot to purchase lanterns yesterday. There are? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's only advantageous when you're younger, when you're trying to look older. Being able to grow on. I think with me it was just my voice that it was enough to make people think I was older. It's a good one. It's a nice wall. I want to buy multiple of them. Oh, what's that? I had to talk to... This is a good wall, this one. But see, okay, for walls, if you want to decorate your house, let's say you want 4 rooms with the same wall. I want quantity. Let me pick that I want 5 of these, at least. That's a cool one. Do you have that one? I guess you don't decorate your house much. They have the spooky one too, graveyard. Oh my god. It makes me more upset that this is still a thing. And they implemented quantity. Magic circle. So wait a minute. I mean, they have something that you can hint at an occult sort of room. And yet, people got banned for having an adult theme. Okay. Whatever. Well, they got their island removed, not banned, but... Again, I say, imagine you went grocery shopping and it worked this way. One by one, the cashier asks you, oh, a noodle cup. And then, is your wallet now content or do you want to make additional purchases? God. Like, this is not representative of how shopping works. It's cute the first time. Nah, just like, it's fine. I got a few. Something that sucks right now is one of the things they're asking for the hotel. Is that, I forget what it's called, but it requires 20 pieces of iron, which, that's a lot. And it doesn't give that many tickets. Getting there. Still eating, not typey much. It's okay. I'm just complaining anyway. Oh, they got the barricade. Cool. And this thing. Get a few of these. That would have been nice if they put one of those ATM in here. So you get money out in here. I need to see this for myself. Wow. Can't believe they did that and not do that across the board. Okay, hotel time. They don't change, right? Oh no, they did change. Good. Oh, good. Maybe they change on Sunday turning into Monday. Good, I don't have the annoying one. Down was just way too much iron. I mean, even some of these. I'm gonna run out of iron. That one is 30 stone, but I have a lot of stone, so that's fine. Mini DIY workbench. Oh, what? What does that one need? Gold. I'm not doing that. For how many tickets? Okay, actually, 450 tickets, that's decent. Fine. I'm guessing there is some semblance of, like, relative tickets earned to how much the item would sell for. I mean, 450, that's a lot. It's too decorating. Oh. They have... This is going to be expensive, isn't it? Oh, 28? That's a weird number, but sure. What about this one? Sure. And these you get instantly. Oh yeah. Glass pail, glass pitcher. Oh, look at those lanterns. Dude. Oh man, I'm gonna have to earn a lot of tickets. For the waterfront, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, well, there's all this. Okay. Are you going to do anything? VIP room, okay. And if we could invite folks to stay in that room, we'd both be getting a fair deal. VIP room's just what it sounds like, a very special guest room. Only guests you invite can stay there, and it's all theirs for just one day. Once a guest checks out, I'll go out and clear everything out of that room. Oh. Okay, so this is the infinite loop. Can you pick who you want to invite to a VIP room from the guests we got staying here now? Ah. White cookies here? That's kind of funny. Oh. Cafe terrace room, mermaid room, Stella room, birthday party room, soda shop, family restaurant. Oh wow, there's a lot. I mean, I would assume some of these unlock. I'm gonna go to the Stella room. If you wonder if the room is suitable, I guess, use L to imagine them here when you... Okay. But I mean... It doesn't seem like it's that different to Happy Home. We'll see. I'll do a small wide room. Just thinking how this could look. I might make it a little longer. Oh. Yeah, that works. Oh, no, I'm just messing around. Instead of doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, I'm targeting the wrong one. This one gets cleared out anyway, so... I don't know, I like the whole building within a building thing. There's not really a dark one. It's probably... yeah, good enough. What theme did I pick? Like Stella? I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that has all this stuff. Whoops. I wanted to see if they added anything new here, but it doesn't look like it. It's like a shanty. Yeah, I'm not sure what I should do for the inner wall. Maybe that. That's fine. Hey Alex, how's it going? Doing things you've never thought about doing. Need a step game up. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm just messing around. I like doing room within a room sort of things. Tried offset it by 1. It works. There's not really a lot. I thought this theme would be a little more, I don't know, have more. It doesn't seem like it has new items. That's the rug. Hang on. Then it looks like it's grass, I guess. That contrasts better. It looked like it was too much before. I don't know about that. I have to go with small stuff. Just the space I have is not a lot. I might just place this outside instead. Give more room for this. It's a little awkward. I mean, I guess I can just make it more of a... There's no kitchen in this one. It's just kind of, yeah, relax. I guess they don't all need a kitchen. This was more about just messing around with structure. I mean, I honestly think that's good enough. Just needs a central light. You don't want to go to bed, but you really should. I mean, go to bed when you're ready. Nah, it's too much. Too much lanterns. Just go boring. There's already enough fancy lighting everywhere else. You could do more with this idea. I mean, I could make the room bigger to fit in more, but I don't know. think it's fine. Alright, I guess the only other thing I need to actually add. Because every single one has to have it. Not there, what are you doing? I guess this does throw that out of whack. Move it higher. There we go. Or perhaps there. In front of the hot tub. Yeah, like that. That's how it should be. What a VIP room. Is there anything else I can put in the background? I guess I could just random. There we go. Here's a question, a hypothetical. Go on. Ugh, man. Wait. This is the hypothetical. You've been talking to this person for about 6 months. You start dating. Your friend has a birthday party coming up. It's a big birthday ending in a 0. Milestone birthday. Do you take your girlfriend with you? Yes. Why wouldn't you? Whoa, what the hell? Oh, first person camera mode. I didn't know you could do this. I've never done this before. Huh. That's cool. Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, the moment you're dating, it's kind of... The only circumstance you wouldn't take them with you if there's, like, some sort of weird intricacy. Well, I don't know, there's drama, but even then, it's just like, deal with it. It's just a birthday. When will you start feeling like an imposter in your own relationship? I mean, if this is founded in like what's actually happening to you, in the defense of the person that might not be taking you, it's like sometimes we as men are really stupid and don't think about that shit. people are not emotionally intelligent. And might overlook the obvious to some, but I don't know. VIP room. No. Wait. Okay, you can only do one. I mean, at the end of the day, it all comes down to whether or not you care. And if it's something where it's no biggie, then yeah, it's no biggie. But if it's something where you feel like, hey, why no? But I will say that sort of thing that I can't imagine why anyone would be like, nah. Not to read too much into it, but yeah, it just seems like an odd thing to be like, nah. I guess I can do one more room. Oh, wait. Oh, that's it? That's it. No, we're done. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the sort of thing where communication is key. It's like, if you value something and the other person doesn't see that, then talk about it. And it's either A, you come to an agreement, or B, you find out they don't value the same shit you do. And then it's like, well, you have to make considerations as to whether or not it's worth it. Everything's a trade-off at the end of the day. You can redo another room, yeah, but I don't want to. I still haven't told him about how not good his Christmas gift was. Okay, but that might come from like a place where they don't really know you. And with that, it's like, what are we talking about here? What do you mean it wasn't good? You might hold that until you get married. Jesus Christ. You sound like a boomer. Just... the old, like, my wife, my husband sort of things. Firing shots at the person you're spending the rest of your life with. That's not a way to live. To make a long story short, I got you crock pot liners as a Christmas gift. Okay, so what's wrong with that exactly? Like, let's say you like cooking. You really like cooking. He's thinking of the thing you enjoy the most. And if you don't have said thing... Crock pot liners. Maybe a stocking stuff, but that's not a gift really. I don't know how much crock pot liners are, but to me, this is my take. If someone is thinking of you and they give you something, then it doesn't matter how much that thing is worth. That person has thought of you. And especially if it goes down the path of, like, they're buying something that is related to something you're interested in. I don't know. With me, I could get a pair of socks and I'd be happy. Whereas in some people might be like, that's a stocking stuffer. It's like, nah, man. That's just, like, the capitalism speaking. It's like, you need to spend X amount of money on a person or it's not a present. or a present should be like as extravagant as this, or it's not a present. I don't believe in that. Now, if you didn't like cooking at all and got crockpot liners, then yeah, that's a shit gift because the person doesn't know you and has gotten you something that you're never going to use. Then yes, you can say objectively it's a bad present because it's got nothing to do with the sort of stuff you're into. But, I don't know. That's my take. I don't think it's a shit gift. And that thing was not on your list. I don't believe in that either, man. Like, just having a list of, hey, people, buy me this stuff. I don't know. That just... It irks me a little, given... I guess it comes down to how I grew up, where it was just... Man, you were grateful for what you got. It might come down to just not doing the whole Santa thing as a kid as well. I think it's okay to hint at things that you might like. But to be like, hey, here's a list. Buy, like, you have this expectation that people are only going to get from this list. I don't know. So here's the problem. You got him off his list. He loves coffee. You got him coffee. That's a good gift. Yeah, but then... Okay, now you're making it transactional. If you're making it transactional, just buy yourself the crockpot liners or something. Well, because you're like, I got him something off his list. Therefore, he should get me something off my list. So it's transactional. It's a trade. Instead of it being a spontaneous, like, this person was thinking of me, thought of a gift that they thought I might like. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person to talk about this sort of stuff. I just don't like the idea of people expecting a certain type of present for occasions. That's all. So, with me, I'm always going to lean on the side of, nah. The only time I will be like, it is an objectively bad present, if it's something that, if the person knew you, you would never want that thing. Or it's not related to an interest or a hobby of yours, or... But even then, it's still like, well, the person still thought of you. It's just like... I don't know. The old expression, comparison is the thief of joy. Let's just go with that. You're comparing what they got you versus what you got them. And therefore, that's robbing you of the joy of what they got you. So I guess if I'm going to earn tickets now, it has to be in resources. Or the daily VIP room. I think I should take a moment to reread what you said. Well... The TLDR is ultimately you're comparing what you got them versus what they got you, right? Am I correct in that at the very least? Slightly, but not completely. Okay, well, unless there's like a large discrepancy where, you know, they got you something from a gas station or something, and you bought them something where, I don't know. Let me ask you this: do you enjoy cooking? Let's start with that question. Do you enjoy cooking? Do you have a hobby in cooking? Would you consider it a hobby? An interest? If the answer is yes to both of those questions, I don't think the liners are a bad gift, because it is something where that person would have thought about what you really enjoy and tried to get you something that they thought might make you happy, because the hobby makes you happy. And if that is the fundamental intent, then I don't think it's a bad gift, regardless of what you may have done. That's my take. You can disagree with it, but that's what I believe in. Everyone has a different take on it, you know. That's mine. My perspective is, if someone has thought of you and they've gone to the extent of thinking about what would make you happy, then it doesn't matter how much the present is or what it is if the intent is that they're thinking about making you happy, then it's a good present. Anything else will just come from a place of you're just comparing it to another present or something you've done. It's not about price. If you're going to detour from a list, make it a good one. Yeah, I mean, that's on you if you want to believe that. I don't know. Again, I'm probably not the right person to talk to about this, because my stance is I don't like the idea of lists and expectations. God, I don't want to sound like a boomer, but like, shit. It is a little boomer-esque for me to say it. Anyway, that's my answer. You're not going to agree with it, but that's what I believe. Like, I don't believe that a gift is categorized, that's all. I would never use the term, like, this is a thinking of you gift. This is a, I don't know, like, kind regards gift. To me, a present is a present. If I receive it over Christmas, it's a Christmas present. You could easily give that same present on another occasion. Now, the only time I will say that, yes, present matters is on occasions of stuff like weddings. No, a present isn't a present when it comes to that. That's different. Alright, there's stuff that I'd be like, these are bad presents. Like, you got a pack of 24 batteries or something. I don't know. Again, I don't think I'm the right person to talk about this. I have somewhat altruistic views when it comes to gift giving and gift receiving. There's the thing, you need those batteries. Those batteries would have been a good gift, especially if they were rechargeable. But I guess my point is, it's more about the intent than whether or not you need it. If the person is seeking to make you happy and they make a guess as to something that would potentially make you happy, I think that's a positive. And, you know, the alternative is, if you're expressing that you're unhappy, then the person who's giving the gift might be like, oh crap, I messed up. This person's difficult. I might not bother with them. And then half-ass it next time. That's weaponized incompetence to some degree. But I think if it's more of a pattern thing where, like, over the course of, say, 10 years, that's constantly happening, where the person is measuring the gift, then I don't think it is. I'm talking about over a long term where it's a pattern. Not over, like, okay, I tried once and then I give up. That's, yeah, you're right. I'll give you an example. My dad is a very difficult person to get presents for. And it's not because he's unappreciative, it's just he's very picky. And so with us, we've kind of landed on what we would call safe gifts. We don't try to think too much outside the box as to what he would enjoy personally. It's just things that we can get him that are kind of safe, because otherwise it's just like, you don't win. And it's not because we started doing that immediately. That was over the course of like a decade of just every time. It was just something wouldn't be 100% right. And so we were like, all right, these are the things that we can get him that admittedly half-assed, because we don't think about it that much, but at least they're safe. Whereas in with my mum, I always go thoughtful. I think about like stuff she wants, because she is always appreciative no matter what she gets. And you can genuinely see she tries to use everything. You know, is this bad that I've never had a Christmas list ever? I've never had one. I think the only time that I've... maybe twice, actually. As a kid, wanted a Super Nintendo and a Game Boy. Other than that, no, never. That doesn't make a list a bad thing either. No, I don't think it does inherently. But I guess I have my reasons for not making it. I don't know. It just, to me, it makes it feel transactional. Like, let's say fundamentally everyone makes a list. And everyone is giving presents from each other's list. Then you can cut the middleman out and be like, I'm just gonna buy myself something from my list. What doesn't make them transactional as much, ultimately it still is transactional, is the element of random, and I guess putting thought into it. I guess I've never been in a situation where, like, that's a thing. Where someone is expecting something off their list. I've never had that pop up, weirdly enough. Except for weddings, obviously. That's the one exception. But I'm talking Christmas, birthdays. Yeah, I've never had it happen. Oh no. What does it look like? I swear these okay, that's fine. I can't see because of the hat, though. Sure. I mean, it's neutral. It's not gonna ruin... It's not a caterpillar outfit. Anyway, sorry. I know that's, like, this whole conversation makes me sound like I'm on a high horse or something. I'm not trying to be that guy. Where'd you go? they're saying is if you're gonna deviate, make it something meaningful. Like you love cow print, get you something cow print. Something you mentioned before. Yeah. But I guess that's why I asked the question, are you into cooking? That's where I think the benefit of the doubt is deserved. If you weren't into cooking, then yeah. I'll put it to you this way. I don't think it's a bad gift, but I don't think it's a very good one. Can we at least land on that? Like, could he have done better? Yes. Is it bad? I don't think so. Definitely could have done a lot better. Hurry up with the high card, low card. We're gonna resume as if we didn't have this combo. Sorry. It's okay if we can disagree on stuff. It doesn't matter too much. At the end of the day, I'm not the one that gave you... I'm sorry. I'm not the one that gave you those liners. And there, I won't mention it anymore. Yeah. I thought we did it already. It's not a disagreement for me to say it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad when you literally said not good. Didn't say worse, just wasn't good. Huh. No, but I guess... Alright. Cultural thing. Australians, when they say not bad. Okay. I'm talking on the Australian level of not bad. God, how do I explain this one? Have you talked to many Australians? I genuinely think we're like the worst people on the planet when it comes to trying to figure out how we feel about something. Because the spectrum is really weird. It's like, if we say not bad, then that's not on the side of bad. It's usually just average. And so if we want to express that something's bad, we'll generally go to the extreme. So for me to say it's not good, that is leaning more on the side of neutral. Because we also do the flipping thing. For example, if we want to say yes but no, we'll be like yeah, nah, and nah, yeah. We use both. So I did the same thing there. I was like, not bad and not good. No, but we do it too much. We do it to literally everything. That's the problem. Like, it is universal, but the problem is we do it way too much. And so with this sort of thing where we're talking about whether something is objectively good or bad, like I'm still in the middle. I'm just like, when I said not bad and then not good, I meant the same thing. I'm still on the side of it's okay. Let me say it in normal talk. I think the present was okay, and he could have done better. There you go. That's the non-Australian way of saying it. I'm sorry. I've had people get frustrated at me because they're like, "Can you just say what you mean?" You're gonna strangle me? I'm sorry. It's okay, like... This is just my opinion, man, as that movie says. I only say it because it's from a perspective where... That's why I asked if you're into cooking or not. That's basically it. And I mean really into cooking. What constitutes really? I mean, I'm gonna draw an arbitrary line in the sand, but, you know, actively looking at recipes. I don't know, on the daily you're kinda looking at new ways to make stuff. On Insta or on Pinterest, you have a lot of cooking related stuff in your feed. Like, what's on your For You? If there's cooking stuff on For You, then yeah, that's really into cooking. Whereas in me, I don't have that stuff. I like cooking. But I'm not really into it. Then no. Okay, then you're not into cooking. Like, as an enthusiast. That's what I'm trying to get at, is like enthusiast. It's that extra level. That's hard because you were craving caramel, but you don't like store-bought stuff, so you made it yourself today. Yeah, I mean, that is a level above. I think with that, I would kind of class you as, like, enthusiast. But again, it's arbitrary. Like, I recognize that, you know, I don't want to pick an arbitrary measure to be like, yeah, you're really into cooking. But there are some signs, and one of them is just on your feeds. Like, what appears on your feeds? And the thing that appears on your feeds, that's probably the stuff that you're most into. So if it's not on your feed, it's not that you're not into it, it's that it's not the thing that you're most into. So therefore, someone getting your present, they're not selecting the thing that you're most into. So there's room for improvement, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like we've beaten the horse so much that it's turned into glue at this point. 85% of the time you'll search a recipe and making depend on what it is. Okay. But, okay, do you see food and you're like, I want to try and make that? Is that your train of thought? Or is the train of thought, I want that, but I don't want to spend money? If it's, I want to try and make that, then yeah, cooking is a hobby. You're not beating any horse. Sorry, I meant the term we as in the two of us, not anyone else. I don't know. This is part of my personality, but I'm a very semantic person. Like, I will talk about something. And it's not an argument or anything, it's just more genuinely I'm curious as to how the other person thinks. And a lot of the times I will play devil's advocate just to see where they're coming from. Oh, come on. Sorry, we can stop talking about it if you guys don't want to talk about it. It's okay. Just tell me to just stop and I will. This rock's gotta go. Do I have any coconuts? It would appear not. I'm not even gonna start the argument as a joke. Gonna leave it alone for your own peace. Unrelated to the last topics. Fair enough. But I mean, let me ask you this. Relevant, sort of. For the two things we talked about, which was like the birthday thing and this thing, I'm guessing for one of them, I gave an agreeable answer, and then the other one was an answer that I didn't agree, or wasn't agreeable, sorry. Were you expecting those kind of answers from me? I guess that's what I'm asking. But wasn't agreeable? I don't know. I felt like maybe some of the things I was saying with the present one in particular wasn't agreeable. What was I doing? Right, fruit. I need to eat something to get rid of that rock. Got plenty of carrots, I'll eat a carrot. Okay. So I guess that means I can go back to Happy Home. Since the hotel stuff is pretty much done. So wait, does this mean she's not going to expand her shop further? I wonder if redecorating progresses it or something. I would imagine doing the VIP room every day might actually progress it further. Alright, I'm moving this other rock as well. It's kind of in the way. Do you want me to bring... Have you guys seen that thing that's doing the rounds of, There's like 2 layouts to a small room and people are disagreeing as to which layout is better. A or B. Let's talk about something else that it's gonna be polarizing. How a bedroom should be organized, A or B. Hang on. Where is this thing? I gotta find it. I saw it yesterday. It was pretty... Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Holy shit. But it's how to decorate a very small space. I'm not sure I'm going to find the exact one I saw. Okay, there's a few of them. Shit. This one's a good one. This is a rabbit hole, this. There's a whole bunch of them if you're curious, but like... It's not the one I saw, but like this. A or B. Let me see if I can find the exact one. Oh, I found it. 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 I mean, it's on Insta. Okay, let me save the images. Who would choose A? Yeah, I mean, that one's not that good. I don't think that one's good. I think you're right. I can't see a reason why you would pick A. Why would you want that gutter? Okay, I can think of... why would you? Nah. See, that one's bad. That's not the one I was looking for. No. The one that I'm looking... This is the one that I wanted to show. This one. So there's layout 1. And there's layout 2. So this one's a better one. Which would you go for here? This one has more merit for debate. This one's a really good one. There's pros and cons for each, but I think ultimately with each, for me, I would go with layout 1 for 2 reasons, okay? 1, sunlight coming in, because of, you know, a computer screen. If you didn't want sunlight to hit it, you would put the computer screen facing the window, so then you wouldn't get glare. It's also nice to have sunlight kind of hit you directly. Like, the light waves go... I guess it depends what side the house is facing, but it doesn't matter, right? The reason I don't like number 2 is the bed hangs out from the wall a little. Pretty much. Even though number 2 is more optimal for, let's call it, you know, computer space, I think number 1 is ultimately the better one. Also, that bed is just barely fitting there. I bet there's wall outlets there. Accessing those wall outlets would suck. Whereas in here, the layout 1, you could have a nightstand and have your phone charging there and have access to it. Whereas with layout 2, that nightstand is at the foot of your bed. So layout 1, I think, wins in that regard. Hey, Yade. My bedroom? No, we're just going with polarizing conversation. If you were to pick a layout, which one? What were you saying to answer my question? I was just saying, like, the answers I gave, is that what you were expecting me to say? Or did something come as a shock? That's all. Yeah, I mean, tiny room. Oh, you're saying you're about to answer. Fair enough, sorry. Get a smaller bed. Yeah, but if 2 people have to sleep on that bed, getting a smaller bed's probably not an option. You can't change a thing. What would you do? Like, you're not allowed to change anything. This is the rule. It's just, this is what you have. You have to work with that. Which layout are you going? I gave my reasons for layout 1. You love 2. Don't get me wrong, there's things to really like about 2. But I think number 1 just has a couple more positives for me. So, yeah. The gift thing. Think the gift thing on my part was understandable. Makes you sound entitled for wanting something specific. Yeah, no, I don't mean to do that. That's why I was like, hey, I don't want to sound like I'm getting on my high horse. I wasn't trying to. It's like you got your flowers, but they weren't roses. They were daisies. Yeah. No, I get it. I agree that there's a better option. I think just... I guess... Maybe this comes from me as, like, personal... what's the word? I wouldn't call it... what's the word? I don't want to use that word. Okay. From my experiences, just having people that called things being bad when they weren't really. Let's say that. Like, you would get them something and they'd be like, this sucks. And it's like, that doesn't. I put thought into it. Well, why didn't you get me this? And so I think for me, that's why I'm grounded in that. It's just... It takes a lot for me to call something bad, that's all. Anyway. What's this from? Nothing. I saw it the other day and I pulled it up because we're having a conversation about presents. And a bunch of other things that you could agree and disagree with either of us. So I was like, hey, let's bring up something else that's polarizing. A or B? So, yeah. There's a whole bunch of ones like that, where it's a small room, and people just go, okay, how should we organize this room? On that topic, hang on. I think I did that once. It was in the previous place. I think I was debating how to organize the stream room because the space was tiny, man. And so I did a little diagram. I was like, okay, what would you do, A or B? I don't think I have it still, but I'm pretty sure I did something similar. Because I wasn't sure. It was like each had its pro and con. Thankfully now this room is slightly bigger, so it's fine. There's no discomfort. I've been debating about whether or not to put in a sofa in here, a little one, but I feel like it'd start getting a little too cramped if I did that. Even though it would be nice. Or a lounge chair at the very least. I guess I should start the what do you call it? The hotel on blue. very quick, but we'll see if it progresses any further doing the VIP rooms. So what do I need to go? Okay. Any idea how many rooms there are in the hotel to decorate? 7 and then an 8th one that's a VIP room. You admit you grew up spoiled, only child. Your mum differentiated your birthday from Christmas, especially close together. Got everything you asked typically, didn't. And even when you didn't, you were grateful, right? From what you got, especially as you got older and lists more expensive the first few years of your life. Your mum got you some good ass shit off your list, so you used to good ass shit off a list. Not as good off list is a disappointing experience, especially from a partner. Yeah. No, you're a product of who you're made of, and there's no judgment here, trust me. I wasn't believing entitlement. But me, I come from a place where it's like parents, refugees from war-torn country. Basically, we're in Australia for that reason. Grew up not the poorest poor. We had Christmas every year. Birthdays were a thing. But man, like birthdays, sometimes I got socks. Sometimes I got shoes. Yeah. Or that time that I wanted like a Super Nintendo. Didn't get it the first year, but then we got like one of those brick games. I mean, I think what was it? It was like Taiwan. Anyway, like one of those $2 shop brick games. There was no such thing as like, here's a list, this is what I want, because it was just a thing that realistically you just never would get that. And my parents were pretty honest in the realities of that. It's just like, you know, we do our best. And so, I guess for me, it doesn't matter what anyone gets me. Don't get me wrong, there's something where I'd be like, what were you thinking? There's definitely a line, as you say. There is definitely a line. Where it's like, what were you thinking? But I think for me, it's harder to hit that line, because I'll always think about, you know, just back then, man, like, it was, the family were all refugee immigrants. Everyone was struggling, doing their own thing, and yet people still bought us stuff. So, I don't know. Give an example of what were you thinking, Gift? I have to really think hard. Shit, what would be? Because socks and underwear don't fall into that category. I love getting that stuff. It means I don't have to get it. And so it wouldn't be what you would think, right? Like I said, it would be very hard for someone to do that. It would have to be something that I would have zero interest in, and they should know that I have zero interest in that. Like, I don't know, a book about horoscopes. How about that? When people know that that's like one of those things that, man, I can't entertain a conversation about horoscopes. Or, I don't know, like some religious thing, you know? Like, here's a crucifix to hang on your wall. I'm never gonna do that. Come on. All my family members should know at this point. Sounds like the best joke gift, but then joke present is different. It's 11, you have to go to bed. Fuck it, you're gonna be tired. I'm sorry. I don't, you know, sometimes it's not the best thing to watch my streams before bed. Sometimes it's really not. I think Lex was just caving to the fact that gonna be tired. Screw it, staying up. Yeah. Caving not to sleep. Past that point. Kind of past the point of no return. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, like I don't want to sound like I'm holier than thou, but I just want to show where that comes from. It's just for me to say that something that someone has given is bad, it takes a lot, because I will sit there and think, okay, what was their reasoning behind this? And that's just me in general as well. It's just, I don't know, I like to think about where people come from and give people the benefit of the doubt. It's deserved at least once with everyone. At a certain point it becomes habitual and then it's not deserved, but because we're talking about someone new, I don't know the person, I will lean on giving them the side of the benefit of the doubt once, unless it's truly horrific. You're not worried about it because you go to work on Monday, then you're off Tuesday, so you can take a nap when you get home. Yeah, as long as you're not doing 2 days back to back, it's fine. If you get the sleep, it's okay. On the other hand, if you're like me right now, man, I guess I still got a couple weeks left. I don't go back to work until February. It's been nice. It's 1 AM for you. We're all night owls. I mean, I do it myself as well. I'm up late. Okay, you know what? I thought of it. I thought about it. I got it. I know what's a bad present. I know what's a bad present. I got it. I got it, hands down. At least you don't realize it's a bad present until later. I mean, maybe it could still arguably be a good present, but like in hindsight. Okay. A pet tarantula. What if you like it? Okay. The bad present is, and I guess it's only bad in the sense that it's a sneak. Monopoly. Giving Monopoly to children. Do you understand how boring of a game Monopoly is? Like, and that no kid plays Monopoly the way it's supposed to be played? And granted, it might be a good game in that regard where you're making up your own rules, but the idea of giving a kid Monopoly, it's not a good present. It's not a great game. But you like Monopoly. Do you play Monopoly by the rules, though, or do you make up the rules? And again, for a kid, not an adult, a kid. We're talking 6 to 10 years old. I almost guarantee you don't play the game by the intended rules. The fun that comes from Monopoly is because you make up your own rules and don't play the game the way it's supposed to be played. If you sat down and read the rules of Monopoly, you'd be like, this is not a good game for a kid. So... And we went down this rabbit hole, but, like... I feel like everyone's been gifted Monopoly. And the reason is... There's a trap with the limited editions of Monopoly. Is like, they do partnerships with all these brands kids are into. So an adult will be like, oh, my child is in... I got a niece that's into Naruto. I'll get them Naruto Monopoly. Oh, and you'd be like, Naruto Monopoly? Come on, Will. There's no such thing. Yeah? Like, this is the reason we all get Monopoly. Is because they do brand deals with a bunch of things that actually are for children, but then the game itself is not. It's just... That was so funny because I was just talking shit about Monopoly and came up with the most absurd example I could think of. And sure enough, it existed. You could eat that up as an adult. I mean, there's nothing wrong with enjoying Monopoly as an adult. I'm just saying as a kid. To actually play it the way it's intended, I don't think any kid does that. And the thing is, even if you play with Monopoly, eventually you put it away and then you rarely ever touch it again. At least that's what I think. Moving on because you keep talking about this. I moved on. I was talking about Monopoly. Then again, in the context of gifts, but fine. I didn't move on, I guess. That was all the lamps I needed to buy, I think. This is why I need to progress Blue Island. Because now I have things to aim for. I'm gonna do lanterns. Those lanterns look really nice, and I'm gonna do it along the waterfront. It's gonna look good, but now I need a whole bunch of tickets. The lamps and the lanterns, that's what I'm gonna use here. I might replace some of these fences, maybe. Okay, we're gonna swap to blue. What's everyone's favorite ice cream? I like mint and I like cookies and cream, usually. Or a good vanilla. I mean, like, we're talking top-notch. It's only you get vanilla in it. A top-notch vanilla flavor, you can't go wrong. So, that's me. That's the conversation ends on this. For this VOD. If you're watching us later on the VOD channel, thanks for sticking around to the end. Leave a like if you feel like it. We'll continue on to blue next time.